Hello everyone, Ron and David here, coming to you from our website astrologynewsreport.com.
Now we look at the upcoming planetary patterns and predictions. What's in store in the heavens for December 22nd to December 29th and beyond. But before we do, here's an important note for those who may have missed this. We are Vedic astrologers. That means we use the sidereal zodiac, the one you can actually see with the naked eye. Western astrology uses the tropical zodiac, which is 24 degrees ahead of the actual position of the stars in the night sky. So for people who are familiar with Western astrology, if you think that Jupiter is presently in Cancer, we suggest you walk outside at night with a star map and see where Jupiter really is amongst the stars. Charts and references that follow are based on the planet's positions in the sidereal zodiac.
Okay, thank you for that. There are no significant changes in the planetary pattern this week, but there are ongoing combinations of planets that are becoming more exact and therefore stronger for producing events. The first of these is the Mars-Uranus opposition, which will be exact on Tuesday, December 24th. Since Uranus is in Pisces, a water sign, the problems are likely to be related to the water element, in other words, the weather, and already there are reports from the National Weather Service that severe storms are in progress and that travel during the holidays will be strongly impacted.
A look at the chart of the USA shows that the Mars-Uranus pattern is affecting the 10th and the 4th houses. The position of Uranus in the 4th house is particularly troubling since the 4th house is the lands of the country. There could be destructive weather events that affect property, farmland, assets, security, etc. Also, the 4th house is the opposition party, which at this time is the Republicans, who may be in for some surprises during the coming week, even though Washington is basically on vacation.
Okay, so on December 21st, Venus began its 6 weeks-long retrograde period. When a planet is in its retrograde phase, it is, so to speak, being held back from normal progress in the heavens. Therefore, the significations of that planet get delayed or reversed.
So Venus, being the planet of compromise and agreements, we can expect a delay in decisions that require agreement between parties. That might not sound like such a big deal right now, during the holiday season, but remember that Venus's retrograde condition continues until the end of January. When the Congress critters return from their vacations, things will swiftly descend back into the usual quagmire up on Capitol Hill. Venus is also the planet of value and worth. When it is retrograde, there is more doubt about value. That is to say, what something is worth is more difficult to determine. Thus, prices on things which generally have variability built into them, like stocks or commodities, are more vulnerable to changes during a Venus retrograde period. On top of that, we still have Venus in a Parivatana yoga with Saturn, since they are in each other's signs, at least until January 6th. So not only is Venus retrograde, it is also being restrained by Saturn, the planet that is a key significator of delay.
Yeah, one point which we have not been discussing that much is that Parivatana yogas work in both directions. That is, just as Venus is being influenced by Saturn, simultaneously Saturn is receiving influence from Venus. Since Venus is a natural benefic, this is working in Saturn's favor. Thus, the significations of Saturn, such as the established order or your elderly relations, are benefiting from this combination. Last week, a new Parivatana yoga was formed between Mercury and Jupiter. Since last June, Jupiter has been transiting in Mercury's sign Gemini. Now, Mercury has moved into Sagittarius, which is Jupiter's sign. Additionally, both of these signs and the planets in them are on opposite sides of the zodiac. Therefore, Mercury and Jupiter are each sending their energy to the other planet. They are in mutual aspect to each other, as well as in each other's signs. So, for the next few weeks, there is a powerful relationship between Jupiter and Mercury.
One angle on this new pattern is that since Sagittarius is the rising sign of the USA, it puts Mercury in the first house versus Jupiter in the seventh. The chart of the USA clearly shows how this country demonstrates a kind of a split personality, all those natal planets in Gemini giving multiple points of view or multiple states of mind, and now this Mercury-Jupiter opposition, which will accentuate the already mentally unstable situation. So we can anticipate Sagittarian self-righteous brandishing of Mercury's facts and data versus multiple versions of Jupiter's truth and morality, expressed through Gemini's search for meaning.
Oh boy. Well, we shall see how it all works out and be reporting back to you next week.